Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Otis, good morning. I hope everybody I'm not going to say hope. I know everybody had a great Sunday. Monday's here already. Hey, Shauna, good morning. I just want to know who came up with work 5 off 2. Because come on. That never made any sense. Come on, work 5 off 2. That's just not, yeah. Whoever came up with that plan, we need to track them down because, yeah, that's whack. Yeah, work 5 off 2. It should be work 2 off 5 and get paid for 5. That would have been ideal. Hey, Puerto Rican native, good morning. So, of course, we've got quite a bit going on because our president has kept quite a bit going on. But I want y'all to not lose sight of something. Don't forget that Trump's in those Epstein files. And that the Trump administration will do anything to get you to stop talking about the Epstein case. Even though Trump told people before the election that if you reelect him, he's going to release the files. Fast forward to now, Trump just does an interview the other day, says no, he's not going to release it because it would hurt too many people. Yeah, he's destroyed everything. The job market's all turned upside down. Shrinkflation is crazy. Inflation is out of control. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm pretty sure you don't like paying more for stuff. When you go to the grocery store, I am pretty sure your face is turned up more often than not in the grocery store. I guarantee. Even if you voted for Trump, I guarantee you don't want to spend more of your money to buy stuff than you need to. That's crazy talk. No problem, Puerto Rican native. I appreciate you for watching and coming to be a part of the live. Like I tell all of you, your most precious commodity is your time, and I appreciate that you spend that with me. I do appreciate that. Man, making life decisions in the grocery store is crazy, but that's where we are right now. When I went to the grocery store yesterday, I went to Lidl's yesterday. That was the crazy thing. I went to Lidl's, and you go to Lidl's. Hey, storyteller. Hey, Marcy and Kenneth. Good morning. And Tracy. Good morning. And you go to places like Lidl and Aldi's because they tend to be cheaper than your standard issue grocery stores. Even in that store, I saw stuff where I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not buying that. I'm not paying that type of money. If it's that expensive at that store, I know in a regular grocery store, it's ridiculous. You spent $160 on big. That's exactly. And that's your necessity spending $160 on. That's ridiculous. You like those ankles, Rhonda? Listen, I saw that picture this morning. I said, oh, that's the one. That's the one. I knew it when I saw it. I said, that's the one. Now I found more than one good one, but that's because that kind of sums up with, because as soon as you see it, you know who it is. Nobody has to tell you who it is. But the grocery store is hardcore these days, man. Making decisions at that store, like, do we need to go grocery shopping right now? Like having discussions with our children in here, like, listen, I know that you're used to making 2 sandwiches, but you need to make 1. And find yourself a side to go with that, because bread costs too much. At this point, I'm about to buy a bread maker, because for a long time, I didn't buy a bread maker, right? Because it didn't, frankly, seem like it was worth the money. It was cheaper to buy a loaf of bread. It is now cheaper to bake your own bread, slice it at home, and have that. Bread costs too much. Bread costs too damn much. And quiet as kept, bread makers right now, I've been eyeing this. It's a bread maker. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it on TikTok. I've been eyeing that bread maker for a minute. But I never bought it because I was like, man, bread is cheap enough. I can't justify buying a bread maker. You know, I couldn't justify. Now, for 50-something dollars? Shit. That's cheaper than buying bread. It's cheaper than buying bread. Especially when the shit will turn on you like that. Hell, if it's going to turn on me like that, I might as well make fresh baked bread and have it at home. It doesn't make any logical sense to buy loaf bread. It doesn't. These prices are ridiculous. These prices now make you make own you at home. Y'all at home churning butter. Listen, because it's cheaper to make your own butter. It's cheaper to make your own mozzarella cheese. It's now cheaper to make some of these things in-house now than it is for you to buy it at the fucking store. I said what I said. If I knew how to make deodorant, I'd be making that too. Child, it's rough out here, baby. My sewing book, I had ordered this book from TikTok. It's a guy that's on TikTok and he sews and stuff. So he had a book that he's been selling for quite some time about sewing. And I want to get back into sewing. I said, let me pick up that book. Bump that. 5-pound bag of flour. Yeah, $7. Shit, I might well buy that 5-pound bag of flour, get a bread maker, and bake my own bread. Good morning, Kim. Oh, you said you make your own yogurt, Ashley. That's smart because yogurt's expensive. Especially Greek yogurt. OMG. Greek yogurt is so expensive. I don't even buy that shit no more. No more Oprah for me. Listen. Said coconut oil and baking soda with essential oil. Thank you, Cutie Pie Sky. Look at my audience. Thank you for that. Thank you. Listen, I'm all for using baking soda as deodorant, provided I ain't out here smelling all natural. I'm not a fan of smelling all natural now. I'm not a fan of that. So as long as I don't been smelling like I've been cutting onions, I'm okay. I can deal with it. You understand? But these prices, yep, and exactly, Wu-Tang. I put up a post about that this morning about this shrinkflation stuff. Because if you're not paying attention, companies have increased the price, but shrunk the amount. So you're paying more to get less. When y'all take your ass to the store, you better be strategic at that grocery store. Don't just be picking up stuff no more. Stuff too expensive for that. Hey, Tony. You said, or glycolic acid for the perimenopause ladies. Okay, y'all see what cutie pie size saying. We need all of that. Yeah, you make your own every now. Man, listen. If your economy's doing so fantastic, why are you here? Because we're talking about the struggle. Get out. Go talk somewhere else. If it's so great, why are they here? Lies. Lies, y'all. You went to Old Navy yesterday. They wanted $20 for a toddler shirt. Not me. I feel for the parents who are doing back to school shopping. I feel for you. I don't know how y'all are navigating that. I don't know how. Michael, I'm going to stop it with the pork. As soon as I finish this pork shoulder in my freezer and make some pernil out of it, then I might give up the swine. But I'm not going to even lie. I got a pork shoulder in my deep freezer, and I'm not about to throw it out nor give it away in this economy. Okay? I'm making some pernil with that pork shoulder. Okay? But I am not going to give that pork shoulder away. See, if groceries were cheap, I'd give it away. Not in this economy. Not in this economy, beloved. I'm going to eat that pork shoulder. For sure. Because I bought it when it was cheap. But it ain't cheap no more. You say you're doing back to school shopping and buying as needed items. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Sabrina. It don't make sense to buy all new. Pernil. Oh, the best thing you've ever tasted. Oh, look it up. That's not how you spell it. Hold on, let me make sure I spell it right. I think it's Pernil. I think that's how you spell it. Look that up. Girl, when you look it up, look, I just Googled it so I could tell you some more. Pernil, often called pernil de cerdo, is a slow roasted pork shoulder dish popular in Puerto Rican cuisine. It's a celebratory dish, often served during holidays and special occasions. Lies you tell, I serve it as soon as I get the feeling that I want to suck on some pork shoulder. The pork typically marinated for an extended period, 24 to 48 hours, in a flavorful mixture, then roasted until incredibly tender and juicy. It's the devil. It is delicious. It's absolutely positively delicious. So for me, I love pernil. And I have a pork shoulder in my deep freezer that, hey man, listen. And listen, Sharon, you have to be passionate about pork shoulder. Listen, my family's from the South. So by proxy, I'm passionate about pork because of that. It's in my bones. I can't help it. The only thing that has held me back from becoming a vegetarian is pork. I give up all that other shit. But swine, oh Lord. Whoever looked at a pig and said, you know, over a fire, I got a feeling it's going to bring out some flavor. Thank you. Thank you, because I agree. That's the only thing that stops me from being a vegetarian is that damn pork. Nothing tastes like bacon. Say it again. Bacon's my issue too. Bacon, don't nothing taste like bacon. Oh my God. When you cook bacon and you put it in your mouth and it melts, oh my God. Especially thick cut slab bacon. Oh my God. Or, listen, I'm going to tell you what else I got in my deep freezer. Because I got this problem with pork. I know this. I don't need to be... listen, y'all preaching to the choir when you tell me this. I'm in the choir. I'm up there like, pork, 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 pork. I'm up in the choir singing and clapping for the pork. Understand. So I totally understand that it probably isn't something I should eat, right? I get it. But I also got thick cut pork belly in my deep freezer too. Why? Because I love to make spicy pork belly. Ain't nothing like some spicy pork belly. You steam me some white rice and make you some spicy, thick cut pork belly. Ooh. Ooh. Listen, can you just be the neighbor? Listen. Listen. You know what's living in my head right now, beloved? Pork shoulder. Ain't nobody thinking about Trump. Ain't nobody thinking about them damn ankles. I know one thing, if I keep eating all this goddamn pork, my damn ankles gonna look just like that picture above. That's what I do know. Okay? That's what I do know. That if I keep going with the pork the way I do, I'm gonna look just like that. That's what I know. Yeah, you have to know how to cook it, Nessa. Absolutely right. See, I'm one of those people, if I like something and I want it, I'm going to learn how to cook it. Because I have enough friends that span different cultures and ethnicities and all this other stuff where I can cook it. You know what I mean? Because they'll tell me information. They'll give me recipes. Some will even give me spices if they're hard to find. See, look at Rob. Rob said his wife make a mean pork shoulder. Listen, you better not let me meet her. I'm going to make her my wife. Ain't nothing like some good pork shoulder. Listen. I remember one time my husband came home and I was making, she smokes it. Ooh. Why you making my wife water, Rob? Jesus. See, you ain't gotta be doing all that, Rob. Rob in here bragging. He getting smoked pork. I know you love that woman. Jesus. Look at Willie. Cheat your own Puerto Rican flavor. Listen. Ain't nothing like them fried pork chunks. And she said, and she Puerto Rican. Listen, Rob, damn it. I know why you married her. Braggart. 28 years. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, you know she cooked some good pork up in there. You know she do, man. But I'm one of those people, if I find something that I like and I want it, I'm going to learn how to cook it. You understand? Like Indian butter chicken, nothing beats at home butter chicken. I do not buy butter chicken out. Once I learn how to make butter chicken when my friend told me how to do it, I make it at home. But it's one of those recipes that's going to take me at least 2 days to make. Because if you ain't marinating that meat for at least 24 hours, breaking it down, getting it extra tender in preparation for cooking it, I don't even want it no way. Okay, but I'm one of those people, if I'm feeling something, hey, I feel like having pernil. I know I can't have it that day, but I can plan to have it later in the week because I'm going to marinate that meat and then I'm going to cook it. Same thing with oxtails. I got some oxtails in the freezer too. I'm making myself hungry. I already had breakfast though, but I'm making myself hungry. Good morning, Buy Me Goats. Every time I see that name, I be thinking, see, my husband's not here right now because if he was, I would yell out, "Buy me goats." But he won't let me be great. Look, now you got to go look up butter chicken. Man, butter chicken is the business. You understand? Especially like yesterday, I was able to find chicken on sale for $1.99 a pound at Aldi's, right? Let me tell you something. That damn butter chicken, you get you some chicken thighs and they're skinless and you break them down and you put them in that marinade of that Greek yogurt and that ginger and that garlic. Stop playing with me. And so, see other spices over there, and you let that break down. And then the next day, when it's time for you to like cook it and start putting your spices and your tomatoes, man, listen, I will make butter chicken. Because ain't nothing like homemade butter chicken. Nothing. Okay? Listen, anything you cooking at home is going to be better than the shit that you buy out anyway. Man, butter chicken, the only reason why I don't make naan bread at home, because I can't make it the authentic way at home. I don't have that oven to make it the right way. That's the only reason why I don't make naan bread at home. So when I make butter chicken, no disrespect, I make biscuits. See, that's that fusion of soul food and Indian food. I'm going to have butter chicken with biscuits. And it's delicious because biscuits can soak up all of that good gravy from the butter chicken. Just so you know. That's that fusion of America and India together. See, that's the beautiful thing about immigration. That's why I be telling people, I don't be listening. Man, buttermilk, yes. Gotta be buttermilk biscuits. Good morning. Good morning, Stacy D. It must be buttermilk biscuits. But yeah, this economy with the prices of groceries makes me look at things different when I go to the grocery store. Because now I'm looking at what will I buy to make my own stuff. Like potato chips, too expensive. Potato chips are too expensive to not, it doesn't justify the cost when almost half the bag is air, right? See, chips was okay when they were cheap. Even though we didn't like that a lot of the bag was air, you accepted it because it was cheap. Yep, make your own chips. Yep, make your own potato chips. They're cheaper, they taste better. Real talk, you love those Cankles, Laura. We all got to be careful though, because if we keep eating like we eating, we going to be like that too. Yeah, the chips we make at home are better for us. All types of stuff. Say it again, Sharon. Immigration has so many benefits for America. But you're going to have to start fixing some stuff at home. Because I don't know how y'all handling the grocery store. I know for me, though, I am being strategic. Like, literally, there were certain things I saw yet. Like, did y'all notice how French fries have changed in the grocery store? I noticed that. I don't buy French fries at the grocery store. We just do homemade French fries because they're so expensive. Now the bags are smaller and they're more expensive. And if you notice, they do that thing that I don't like, where they kind of like mash up the potatoes and then they fuse them back together in a French fry shape. And so then if you cook it and you bite it, it's all mushy on the inside like a mashed potato. Because it's not really sliced potatoes. Y'all know, like gravy, you get it. I don't like that. They trying to stretch out those damn potatoes. See, in the past, they would just give you sliced potatoes as French fries. They don't do that no more. Exactly. It's that press shit. Nope. I'll make my own potatoes. It's cheaper to buy a bag of potatoes from a Costco's or a BJ's and make your own own French fries at home. They're going to be better. They're going to be better. Stop buying French fries. I make French fries by the bulk here at home. And what I do is I bought a French fry slicer before Trump fucked up everything with tariffs. I used to shop on Temu all the time because I used to love shopping like a billionaire. I can't speak for y'all, but I found with Temu, I would shop on Temu more than Amazon because I found that most sellers bought their shit from Temu. See? And up the prices to sell it on Amazon. So I just cut out the middleman and I started going directly to Temu and buying my shit from there. I bought a French fry slicer from Temu. So I make all my own French fries at home. They're all cut uniform. Even if they're not cut uniform, your family don't care. But it helps with frying. So they're all cut uniform. And what I do is I soak them in salt water, ice cold salt water to draw that starch out. Then I make sure I dry them thoroughly and pull all that water out of them. Then I freeze them in bags. Then so when my family want French fries, they can go into the deep freezer and pull out a bag of fries and cook the fries that they want and put the bag back in the freezer. But I'm not paying somebody $8 for a tiny ass bag of French fries where everything is pressed together. I'm not doing that. That's not a good use of my money. No, we can't keep letting these companies get away with this. Yeah, Temu will try to add stuff in, but I love me some Temu. I love me some Temu. Temu made it so that I don't have to go to Amazon and spend more money for things that I need to. Good morning. I want to make sure I say your name right. Aisha. I think Davis. I think that's how I say your name. First of all, let me stop for a second. Good morning, Monday morning. Thank you all for joining me this morning. As I always like to say, thank you. Good morning and come on in, especially if it's your first time, come on in. Hey, Shimona, hey, Felicia. Good morning and come on in, right? So, come on in. Let's have a good time. Let's talk and let's chill and let's have some fun. Right now, we're talking about groceries. So, for most of us, we ain't happy right now because we don't like what's happening. Oh, today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday, beautiful. Happy birthday. Enjoy this day all week. It's your time. Enjoy it. Ho, I just saw something crazy. A 12-pack of sodas, $12.99. Not on my watch, as Ayanla says. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Oh, today is Obama's birthday, too. I didn't realize that. Oh, you know Trump gonna crash out today. Oh, he gonna cut all the way the fuck up today. Oh, Trump's gonna crash all the way out. Obama's birthday, too? Oh, he crashing out today. He crashing out today. Okay. He crashing out today. He gonna lose his mind. No wonder he put more tariffs on folks today. It's Obama's birthday because I saw something on the news. So no wonder. Oh, he's 66. Oh, he look good to be 66. But they say Obama a whole snack. Listen. Look, Michelle know he a whole snack. But Obama acts like he has discipline. So Obama's not the type of guy you gonna catch in the streets like that. He knows who he is and he not pressed for attention from any arbitrary woman. That's not Barack Obama. Look, that's Shannon Sharp. Like the fuck was he thinking? Dumbest shit ever. Dumbest shit ever. Oh, she fine too. He know it. Michelle Obama fine and Barack Obama fine. You know, couples, when both of the people are attractive, it's like the universe playing in your face. It's like Boris Kojo and Nicole Ari Parker. They are fucking gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Both of them are gorgeous. Do you understand? Both of them. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeousness from top to bottom, both of them. You just never think that somebody could be so fucking gorgeous until you see Nicole Ari Parker and fucking Boris Kojo. They're just gorgeous. It's hard to even put it into words. You like, wait a minute. How are y'all this damn fine on a Tuesday? How? And then they make it look, and quiet as kept, the more that as Nicole Ari Parker has aged, she's even more gorgeous. As she gets older, she's more, to me, she's even more gorgeous than she was when she was in her 20s, to me. Nicole Ari Parker. She is fucking gorgeous. And Boris Kojo always been a whole snack. But Nicole R. Parker, Boris ain't letting that go. That woman's fucking divine and gorgeous. She is absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. She really, really is. Every time I see her, I'm like, damn, she gorgeous. Like Beyonce. I was looking at Beyonce the other day. Beyonce is a gorgeous woman. She is gorgeous. And one of the things that I think that makes Beyonce so pretty is you don't have to look at her and try to avoid seeing fillers. You know what y'all know where I'm coming from. There are a lot of celebrities. Like I saw some video of Goldie Hawn yesterday. And I get that Goldie's almost 80. I get it. That's not the issue, right? The issue for me is obviously Goldie Hawn loves to tan. Obviously Goldie Hawn loves the sun. Y'all use sunscreen. If you're going to tan and be outside in the sun like that, protect your skin. Protect your skin. She's out here looking like an old Coach bag. That shit ain't working. Oh, you watched My Cousin Vinny. You watched it twice. I told you were going to love it, XJ. I told you My Cousin Vinny is hilarious. The two Utes. The two what? The two Utes. I'm sorry. The two youths. Man, what? Oh, Meg Ryan looks a mess. But Halle Berry, her ass is aging like fine fucking wine. Do you hear me? Halle Berry looks... Angela Bassett, Halle Berry, Vanessa L. Williams. Stop playing with them and the other Vanessa Williams. Stop playing with all of them. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I haven't seen Marissa Tomei in a while, but last time I did, Marissa Tomei was looking gorgeous. Because Marissa don't mess with her face either. See, the women, it seems to me, who are understanding how to take care of their skin and allowing aging to happen. I'm going to tell you somebody else that's gorgeous to me because she won't get fillers. Charlize Theron. That's another one. She will not get fillers. Regina King, no fillers. You're just seeing them for what they are. Aging is a beautiful thing. That's one of the reasons why I feel like Pamela Anderson right now is looking the most gorgeous. And for people who are saying she not, I'm like, that's because you used to seeing Pamela with all that shit on. That's what that is. Pamela Anderson's a gorgeous woman. She never needed all that shit. She just fed into the machine, but she never needed it. But I didn't know that I needed Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson together. I didn't know I needed that, but that's the relationship I needed. It's so beautiful. Every time I see them on the internet, I said, this is the cutest thing. It's almost like teenage love, but they're not teenagers. But they seem so gentle and loving with each other. And I like that. I really do. But Pamela's looking gorgeous these days. Felicia Allen. Listen, Felicia Rashad. Listen, Felicia Rashad is a whole snack, okay? That woman been gorgeous ever since I can remember, okay? She's been gorgeous ever since before the Cosby Show. She was gorgeous all through the Cosby Show. This is why I understood why Cliff didn't need to wonder. The eyes didn't need to wonder. His wife was fucking gorgeous. So Cliff Huxtable didn't need to look any. His wife was a lawyer. She was smart. She was gorgeous. She was bilingual. Look around for what? Other guy. Remember how other people used to come to the Huxtable's house and flirt with Claire? Remember that? Because they thought Claire was so fine. And they would always tell Cliff, man, you don't deserve her. They was always trying to get at Claire. Always. But she loved herself some Cliff. She wasn't going nowhere. Yes. Felicia is gorgeous. That Debbie Allen, gorgeous. It's a testament to taking care of your body, y'all. Play the long game. Don't play the short game. People who play the short game, you can tell. Say it again. Say it again, Moonbeam. I still watch the Cosby Show from time to time because one of the things I used to love is that relationship between Claire and Cliff. When Cliff was always trying to romance her, always doing stuff to make her laugh. Anytime he would start kissing on her and she would start giggling, I would always laugh and smile. It would always bring a smile to my face because it was obvious that Cliff loved him. He loved his wife. He loved Claire. Claire, man, Felicia Rashad was so fun. That she was so. I'm seeing in my mind, seeing her from the Cosby Show, and I'm up here like Cliff, like because that's how he would be. Oh, your dad was that way with your mom. That's a beautiful thing. When you have that type of relationship, because see, what you understand is with marriage, as you age, you'll figure out everybody don't get married for love. A lot of people in arrangements out here, meaning you like the same shit I like, let's get married. Literally, they on that. You like movies? I like movies too. You want to have babies? All right, I want some kids too. Let's get married. Then it's not a soul. You understand what I'm saying? It's not really. They're not really in love. Like they got love for them. They care about them, but they're not in love with them. It's not a soulmate situation. You can tell people who are married and they feel like it's their soulmate and the love of their life versus, well, that's my wife or my husband. You could tell the difference. Daisha, you said your parents had an arrangement, but see, a lot of people had come from families that had arrangements, but everybody don't like to be honest about the shit. See, a lot of people don't like to be honest, but people getting married for arrangements and as business is not a new phenomenon. People been doing that shit since the beginning of time. Everybody don't get married for love because everybody don't need love. Everybody don't need it, not for a relationship. Some people have goals. They just want to say they got a wife or a husband and that they got kids. And they don't want to be alone. So they don't care about love. They're looking for strong like. That's it. They're not looking for anything more than that. They stayed married for 6 years. Yeah, it's kind of hard to fake it if you ain't interested in faking it. It can be really, really, really difficult. Like, have y'all seen that video of the lady talking to her older family member? And the family member is talking about marriage. And the family member is saying to her, because the young person said, did you love your husband? Did you get married? She said, well, no, that's not why I married him. I didn't love him. I didn't marry him for that. I married him because he was my equal. He wanted, he had something going on like I had something going on, and we both wanted kids. That's why I married him. And because he asked me. It was really that simple for her. She like, he asked me. And she's like, so you fell in love with him over time? She's like, no. I didn't. I liked him. I mean, I cared about him. I didn't dislike him, but I wasn't in love with him. And her niece was like, huh? I don't understand. Her mom was like, what you ain't understand? I said I didn't love him. I wanted kids. So I married him. So I could have me some kids. She was being honest about it. Yeah, you saw that video around. She was being honest. She's like, but did you ever have love? She's like, yeah, I was in love with somebody. It just wasn't her husband. And it made me cackle because millions of people do that every day. She was being honest, but it's a lot more people than not doing the same shit. They're just not honest about it. They're not in love with the people they're married to. It's just who they're married to. That's it. They found somebody that matched their vibe. They didn't want to be alone. Whatever. Because it's a hardcore world out here, and everybody can't handle being to themselves. So some people get married to have company. Yeah. Some people do it for money. Some people do it for company. Some people do it to have children. Some people do it for just having companionship. But it's all these different reasons why it's done. But, but as you age, that's when you realize it because you see it. You can tell the couples who are really in love, and you can tell the people that tolerate each other. This is an arrangement for us. You can tell the people that's waiting on the other person not to come home. Listen, I had about enough of you, and you keep coming back here. Don't you come here back here no more. I don't like you in the way you think I do. But yeah, you learn over time. You learn. Now, I just saw something that just popped up on my screen. And I'm smiling because I'm like, these people voted for this. So that's why y'all see me smiling, because I'm just like, but y'all voted for this. But okay. So anyway, it's the worst time to be an American farmer in decades, y'all. They say rising debt, falling crop prices, and labor force struggles are pushing America's farmers to the limit in 2025. See, what the article title doesn't say is it's pushing family farmers to the limit. That's family farmers. Nobody cares. Corporate big farms want that land. Nobody cares. You voted for it. 77% of farmers voted for Donald Trump. I don't care. My heart bleeds peanut butter. I hope they lose it all. I hope they lose. I told y'all, I hope the Chinese buys up these family farms and they and hire these people who own the farms to work there and force them to speak the language, Cantonese or Mandarin. That's what I hope. Shishini. That's what I hope. Why? Because this is what they voted for. Yeah, national debt was going down during the Biden administration, but obviously Americans, they don't want the debt to go down. They like having debt. I don't understand. Isn't it cause and effect awesome? It is. And see, you know what's interesting when you say that, Moonbeam? Like, didn't they listen to us? We tried to tell people before the election. They said that we were being alarmist. We were over exaggerating. We were doing too much. Okay, now you getting not only what we told you, you getting even more than that. And now folks are going, well, why didn't Democrats stop it? Nuh-uh. See, what did I tell y'all from the beginning? Didn't I tell y'all conservatives want people to save them from themselves? Didn't I tell y'all that? They want to be able to be as reckless as possible, but then protect me when I'm doing something. No, I'm not protecting you. You're a fucking patriot. Do whatever you want to. Yep, they called you fearmonger. Yep, they did the same thing with me too. You're not paying attention, are you? They've been exposed multiple times. Who's been exposed multiple times, Joe? Who you talking about, Joe? Because you just came in talking and we don't even know what you're talking about. The top 5 cattle farms in Iowa are corporate. I'm glad. If we're lucky, anybody that has a family business doing any of that, I hope they lose it all. But listen, that's what you voted for. That's what you voted. Small family farms are DEI. And government continuing to give family farms money to keep them operating is equality for family farms. Conservatives say they don't believe in DEI. So why are we still giving money to small family farms? Exactly. I'm just here to keep their ass honest. I'm just here to keep them honest. I'm looking to see. They're saying that the farmers are suffering and the banks won't give them money. Can I tell you how much I love that? Good. You voted for your own demise. Why should a bank give you money? You're obviously a bad decision maker. You're right. Politics is a wide spectrum. And unfortunately, most people who vote conservative refuse to go do the research to figure that out. So I don't care. Liberals need to stop saving conservatives from themselves. What have I been telling y'all? The only way to stop people from voting Republican is to let them feel Republican policies. Until they feel those policies, they're going to keep voting Republican because liberals keep saving them. Liberals keep making sure they make more money. Liberals keep making sure they have safe neighborhoods. Liberals keep making sure that they can have jobs. As long as liberals keep doing that, people have no incentive to not vote conservative. Stop helping these folks. Let them feel conservative policies. Good morning, Linda. Hey, Veronica, good morning. Oh, Republicans ain't been good for the country for a long time. Like, I don't understand why the Heritage Foundation isn't treated as a terrorist organization. I don't understand how. They don't like America, not the Heritage Foundation. They put their money behind candidates who tell us how shitty our country is every day and how they don't like it. Hey, BK, you can't come here and talk that, beloved. That would be DEI. And if you support Trump, you don't support DEI. Bye-bye. Go tell it to somebody who cares. See, I'm not like the other liberals on TikTok. The other liberals on TikTok, they care where y'all coming from, want to hear your point of view. I don't care. Filing under shit I don't care about. Say it again. Hamburger meat is crazy out here. You can't get me to buy a hamburger right now. Buying a meal at McDonald's for $2 is like eating at a restaurant. You might as well go to a restaurant. Don't make sense to take your ass to a fast food joint because fast food places aren't cheap anymore. They're not cheap anymore. Now that stuff costs a lot of money. That's why I say you come off better cooking at home. I'm seriously considering getting that bread machine. If that sucker is still on sale, I probably will buy it out of the TikTok shop today and start just baking bread because loaves of bread cost way too damn much right now. And it's only going to get more expensive. I have some hamburger meat in my freezer, but frankly, Pretty Feet, we don't eat hamburger meat that much. It takes too long to digest and get out of your body. So hamburger meat is not something I eat very often anyway. I'd rather eat chicken. Chicken or fish or pork. Quiet as kept. Beef is not something I eat a lot of. Oh, you have a bread machine. I need to get it. Honestly, I never bought a bread machine because I couldn't justify it. I kept saying, I really don't cook enough bread to justify buying a bread maker. You know what I mean? I just couldn't justify it. But now, $9 for a loaf. Oh, hell no. For a loaf of rye bread? Yeah, you can make that at home cheaper. That's too much money for bread. That's too much money. That's a lot of money for bread. And especially in my house, my kids don't like the ass end of breads. You know, the front and the back. Never. That's how I know my kids didn't grow up poor. Not like we grew up. Because where I grew up, you ate the whole loaf. Even the butt pieces. You know what I mean? That was also bread. But my kids, they will not eat that front piece and that back piece. I do. Shit, them end pieces be good. I grew up on that, where you had to eat the whole loaf. There was no concept of throwing away the front and the back piece. That was wasteful. Oh, you got to have a cowboy ribeye. I feel you, Russ. When you can find them on set, like I have some steaks in my deep freezer too. But I bought the steaks before Trump became president. I bought them in January, but it was before Trump became president. Certain things I bought before he became president because I remember how raggedy his ass is. His ass was the first time. So I figured this time the rails are off. So shit. My time, the rails are off. So shit. Might as well go ahead and stock up. So some stuff I did stock up on. But I'm telling y'all, I read an article the other day from Procter & Gamble. Toilet paper, toothpaste, laundry detergent, all that shit's about to go up again. So if you're able to stock up, you better do it while you can because Procter & Gamble's already telling you they're going to raise the prices even more, which means they're going to shrink the containers. They're not going to keep that shit the same size and raise the price. They're going to raise the price and shrink the size. So you better stock up on it. Yep, so Tiffany's doing the right thing. Toilet paper is expensive. That is expensive. $8.49 for 1 pound of ground. Insane. And that's not enough to feed a family of 4. Hell, it's barely enough to feed one person if that person eat good enough. You know what I mean? A man can eat a 1 pound burger easy. Like that ain't nothing. So, you know, that's why I go, Oh, you bought another deep freezer. That was smart, Tony. To stock up. That was smart. Oh, you're single, Kimber. Okay. Then that's enough. But that's a lot for one person, just the meat. Damn. That's a lot. And it's gonna get worse, y'all. And look at Russ saying minimum wage is only $7.25. It's the thing that I try to keep reminding y'all of. Your elected politicians, they got time for everything but to raise the minimum wage. I don't even know how families are doing it who are minimum wage workers. And hey, they have children. What are they doing at the grocery store? I don't know. Good morning, Wendy. I feel for them. Because I know they're having to make some really tough choices. Oh, you make money with your doing odd jobs with your pickup truck. You know what's sad, Uncle Lou? That you have to. That's the saddest part, that it's normalized in America, that we work all the time and we're always scraping by, always struggling to make ends meet. That shit is the default setting in America. And it's like we gotten so used to it, we just accept it. But we don't have to. We don't have to. Man, fresh produce is crazy. I tried to buy limes yesterday. Them suckers went up to 35 cents each for a lime. Limes were like 5 cents, 10 cents, not no more. A bag of limes that only had like 6 in there were like almost $4. I was like, God damn. I picked up 2. That was it. You said it is sad, but I'm going to school to become a civil engineer. So you're doing what you got to do. That's fair, Uncle. That's fair. Do what you got to do. But I'm going to tell you something else, Uncle, that you need to consider. There are a lot of international schools, a lot of other colleges in other countries that are looking to educate the future engineers, and they're giving full free rides. I would strongly consider them. That's all I'm saying. Strongly consider it. But in America, this shit is normal now, man. This shit is normal. I just don't know how people are going to be able to keep going. I'm going to tell you who else going to suffer a lot, but they'll be quiet about it. Elderly people. Elderly people, because they're on a fixed income, and it's not like they can get jobs, right? Because people love to do age discrimination. They're going to be suffering. It's about to get real bad. That's why that video I did the other day about Vegas suffering is the direct result of older people not having that money just to blow. They don't have the disposable money to blow no more. They're on a fixed income. Those are the people who go to Vegas to gamble. Young people don't go there to gamble. They go there to watch a show, eat food, go to clubs. They go there for the vibe. They don't go there to give their money to the casinos, not in the form of slot machines and tables. Yeah, it's going to get bad. You know what, Joy? I just said yesterday, pets are going to suffer too, because pet food is high as hell. Y'all see the price of dog and cat food? And I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. So I know between pet food and animal care, like vet care, animals are going to suffer bad. They're going to suffer bad. Yep, especially if your pet's on a special diet. It's going to get bad. Oh, tourism is it down in Vegas? Down is an understatement for what's happening in Vegas. Vegas is fucked. Trump did that. That's the Trump effect. You can't insult Canadians when they are one of your biggest blocks of tourists that come right over the border and frequent your country. The president totally disrespected Canada, so they're not coming back. They put their houses up for sale, or any vacation homes they had here. They put that shit up for sale. They not traveling here, because who want to risk traveling here and getting thrown in a detention camp? They're not going to do that. They're going to take their money and go the world is a big place. They're going to take their money and go somewhere else. Yep, that's why Florida's suffering. Trump effect. Nursing homes run by robots. Nah, see, Russ, that almost is giving them credit that they would care. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't have a nursing home run by robots. They would have a nursing home run with skeletal staff, and whatever happens to the old people happens to the old people. See, y'all giving these... See, a lot of people don't remember back in the day when government used to run nursing homes. One of the reasons why government got out of the nursing home business, they weren't good at it. People were in there suffering. Government used to run homes for special needs children. Remember? Like schools. They called them schools. That when people had special needs kids, they would send their kids to these schools thinking the government going to take care of them, but the government just would have those children in there suffering. The kids weren't being properly cared for. And it wasn't until it was exposed through the media, Geraldo Rivera being one of those reporters, that the public could see what was really happening in these places, and they ended up getting shut down. That's why the care changed, because government couldn't do a good job at that. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And bad's an understatement. Yeah, you remember those visits, Kim. It was bad in the 80s. I remember too. I was a child, but I remember. I remember back then, if you had a special needs child, you made it your business to hide them from the government. Because if the government knew you had them, they were going to try to get you to put your kid in one of them facilities, and your baby was going to suffer. And don't let them be nonverbal and can't talk. Then they can't even tell you what they're doing to them. That's why I try to tell people, you've got to do your research. You've got to do your research. Because if you do your research, then you understand why the government isn't in the business of doing that stuff. Because when they did it, they didn't do well. That's why I'm trying to tell try to tell people that it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. One of the places was the Pennhurst Institution. Not a good place. They didn't do good things to those people. That's why I keep trying to tell people we're regressing. We're going back. So when they say make America great again, I go, that shit wasn't good. That's a fantasy y'all have latched yourselves onto. You need to go back and look at stuff. Willowbrook was another one. Y'all gonna learn. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find that documentary that I watched eons ago. Yeah. Watch a documentary called Willowbrook, The Last Disgrace. Watch that. If that shit don't make you angry, pissed, mad, hurt, if you're not affected when watching that, there's some other issues that you need to tend to. But let me tell you, when I saw that, I was like, what kind of that? I was pissed because I have a special needs child. I was hot. But that documentary, Willowbrook, The Last Disgrace, it exposed the horrifying conditions at Willowbrook State School. It was a state-supported institution in New York for children with intellectual disabilities. When you saw what they did to those children, man. Russ, you said your daughter's been given $800 bonus for a weekend to cover cooking in a nursing home. Wow. And see, $800, it depends on how many pay. That ain't enough. You know, One of the because I remember when my mother, when we were growing up, we would go visit older people in nursing homes because my mother was like, they don't treat people well there. So we gonna go visit and keep an eye on things so we can speak and advocate for them. So that's why my mother would make us go, to remind us to pay it forward. But I remember going to those nursing homes with my mama in the 80s. I remember. Hell, I remember when I was in school, how sometimes we would go perform at nursing homes because I was in the band. I remember. So that's why I say, when America talks about make America great again, I'm like, well, what greatness are you actually speaking of when we talk about this again greatness? Because I don't remember that greatness. I remember America putting its most vulnerable in institutions and leaving them there. Yep, I remember doing that. Yep, Girl Scouts would do that too. They can't staff it. That's her and one. Wow, that's crazy, Russ. That's crazy. But I'm not surprised. Because the companies who run these institutions, they want the money at the top. They don't, in America, America doesn't like aging. Because it doesn't treat older people or aging with any respect. However, older people don't treat the youth with much respect. Because see, one of the reasons we got Trump again is old people. Because they still caught up in yesteryear. They want to go back. Well, guess what? Now, their old ass is hurting. And guess what I say now? Fuck you, Paw. I'm not giving you shit. Because you had no problem being hateful and voting for the ignorance when you thought it was going to benefit you. But now it's about to be, to your point, Moonbeam, oh, what's going to happen to the elderly this go round? Oh, it's going to be the shit that you've never even ever imagined. It's going to be bad. Oh, that's so nice, Joy, that your daughter's doing that. Yeah, and you're right, Monty. Capitalism equates your worth to your earning potential. And see, once you can no longer feed the beast, you're discarded like trash. And again, that's why I say to America, is this who you want to be? Is this who you want to be? Because it's who rich people are. Rich people don't give a shit. I've been trying to tell y'all. What did I tell you yesterday? Rich people operate from the mindset of big bank, take little bank. And y'all been letting them do it. You don't challenge rich people. You don't hold them accountable for nothing. All these rich people funneling money to the Trump administration so they can get favor, and y'all still buying their products. Stop buying their shit. You want to get the rich people, hit them in their pockets. Money is that's the language that rich people speak. They speak in money. You want to impact rich people, impact their wallets. Impact their wallets, because now they're taking your health care. They took your school systems for your children. They taking your food supplement assistance. They taking everything. They stripping the copper pipes out the walls. They don't care. You ain't got no value. Say it again, Nikki. The rich can't be rich without money. What did Eddie Murphy tell you in Trading Places decades ago? What did he tell? What did the character tell you? He said what he realized was that the one thing rich people hate is to be poor. Ain't no lies told. Good morning, Moonchild. Ain't no lies told. They don't want to be one of us. So if they don't want to be one of us, then they got to stop trying to crush us. It's more of us than it is of them. It's more, I'm going to say it again. It is more working class people in the world, not just America, in the world than rich people. Rich people are just good at paying people to indoctrinate you, to vote against your own best interests. Stop allowing it. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. I'm checking something because I want to look at something since we talking about food, right? I asked how much has groceries increased since January 2025? They're saying data suggests it has increased by approximately 2.3%. Nah, it's more than that. It's more than that. Now, they say eggs increased by 15%. Sometimes as high as 27% in June. Eggs were 27% more expensive in June 2025 than they were in June 2024. But Trump told you he'd lower the price of groceries on day one. Not only did he not lower them, he making you pay more than you paid last year this time. Meat, poultry, fish, and eggs, they say it rose by 1.9% month over month in January. And in June, this category was up 5.6%. Well, we know that it's more than that now. Sugar and sweets increased by 2.2% in January 2025 and were 5.5% higher in June 2025 compared to June 2024. The libations increased by 0.9% and were 4.4% higher in June 2025 compared to last year of June. Fruits and vegetables. Now, at first, they had decreased in January by 0.25%, but then we've had a 12-month increase for fruits and vegetables since the end of June. Since the end of June. Thank you, Susan. You have a beautiful day, beautiful. Cereal and bakery products. The index for this category increased by 0.4% in January 2025 and increased 0.9% over the 12 months ending in June. Dairy and related products increased 0.3% from December 2024 to January 2025, and it is now up 0.9% over the 12 months ending in June. Trump causing us to pay more for everything. They say food at home prices are forecast to continue to increase by 3.3% in 2025, slightly higher than the historical average. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be more than that. And they say predictions are subject to change based on various factors like weather and global market conditions. It's going to be more than that. Have I seen grocery prices in Mexico or China? Oh, I'm not surprised they're lower because they're not attacking their trading partners. We are. In Sam's Club yesterday, $16.98 a pound for steak. Oh, no, honey. Then I won't have no steak. See, the problem is necessities are more expensive. See, people can avoid having steak. But when you start talking about toilet paper, bread, milk, eggs, when you start talking about that stuff, then it changes. But I'm going to research it there. I'm going to check right after this live to see if that damn bread maker is still on sale. Because I had seen it as low as like 40-something bucks. Because I was like, 40-something bucks ain't too bad, actually. But because bread is just too high. Hey, Lisa, good morning. You know what? I got lucky yesterday. I found some stew meat on sale at Lidl, and I got it for $6 and some change. So I picked it up and put it in my freezer. I said I'll make some stew beef in my crock pot. I can eat on that for a couple days. When I saw the chicken, I saw chicken wings on sale yesterday at Lidl for $1.99 a pound. I picked up 2 packs of them. I said I can break down them chicken wings and stretch them out. I'm not doing it anymore. Oh, everything went up again on 8/1. Wow. Yeah. We just got to find what I would say to you all. Listen, I want to say I dropped a new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast, right? Because, you know, all this bad stuff is happening, right? And all this stuff is happening. The episode that I dropped is called How to Reclaim Joy and Find Your Peace Every Day. So in light of everything that's happening, I just wanted to give us something else to lift the weight a little bit. So I give you some ideas on things you can do to reclaim your joy in small little ways. And a lot of it, reclaiming your joy for free. Listen, in this economy, we can't be spending money we don't need to spend. So I give you some tips and some ideas on how you can reclaim your joy and have a good time for free. How to give yourself a spa night at home for free or using the dollar store. Stuff like that. And remember, I've been telling y'all for weeks that I told y'all that that manager at my local dollar store told me that Dollar Tree was going up, that they were going to be like Dollar General and Family Dollar. They will no longer be everything in there $1.25. They already had slowly been changing that anyway, but y'all need to prepare yourselves for that. The Dollar Tree will no longer be just $1.25. That's not going to happen. They've been changing their stores, slowly moving into bigger stores. And then before you know it, you need to have yourself ready because people are grocery shopping in a dollar store because things are so expensive. They're grocery shopping in the dollar store. Ain't nothing like homemade body scrub. Say it again, and body butter. Stop buying that stuff. That body butter and body scrub, make it. You know what would be great gifts for the holidays? If you make body scrub and body butter for people and give it away to them for the holidays. They're going to appreciate that more than you buying it because what you create is going to be better than anything you bought anyway. So that's something to think about. Start getting it's August, y'all. September right around the corner. September is right around the corner. Oh, your sister makes that stuff too. Yeah. Make your stuff, y'all. Make stuff. But try to find ways to stretch your money as much as you possibly can. But I went on ahead and did that episode yesterday. It's out, episode 24. How to reclaim your joy and find peace daily. Because I give y'all enough information that can make you feel like, I wanted to give you something that actually gave you something to look forward to. And then I want you to share with me what you're doing to help reclaim your joy. Maybe we all can test it out and see how it works for us. So that's what I would say to you all. Oh, your wife enrolled in a sewing class. That's smart. I was just saying earlier, I bought a book from the TikTok shop from this guy who sews. And it's to help give you guidance and help you with sewing because I'm trying to get back into sewing again. It's cheaper because clothes are too expensive. It's like this. For what they want to charge and that stuff not even made that well, you come off better making your own stuff. Real talk, you come off better making your own stuff because you're going to put lining in it. You're going to double stitch, triple stitch if you need to. All of that stuff. You said you're right. Dollar Tree prices are up $175 and $150. Yeah, they're going to go up more than that though. Watch. Somebody said their daughter makes and sells butter. Yep, shop clearance. Use coupons. Yep. And only thing I get irritated about coupons, because see, I'm a couponer. These damn manufacturers, they changed manufacturers' coupons after that pandemic. Because see, those of us who were couponing before the pandemic, honey, oh, what a time to be alive to campaign, to coupon during the pandemic. Listen, if couponing during the pandemic, my pantry was so disrespectfully stocked for pennies on the dollar, it ain't make no sense. And these manufacturers figured that shit out, and they changed them damn coupons. Because they said, listen, you ain't gonna keep bringing your ass and come, because we were coming in those stores, getting all that stuff, and then having overages, and then able to buy more stuff with the overage. Like literally not coming out of pocket. Okay? It's smart to shop clearance. Yep, shop clearance. Buy stuff when seasons are over. I'm gonna tell you a great store to shop on the clearance rack. A great store for clearance rack, JCPenney's, what's another one? Kohl's has great clearance racks. You just gotta dig. And for those of you local to the DMV, if you go over to Tanger's outlet, that clothing outlet, just so you know, they got clearance sections in the warehouse outlets too. They got clearance sections in those places too. You just gotta go dig. You just gotta go dig. They got clearance over there too. Like if you want to get your kids shoes, what did I tell y'all before? Especially if your kids wear Chuck Taylors. Over there at that damn outlet, you can buy Chuck Taylors on the clearance rack. You ain't gotta buy the one full price ones. Take your kids over to the fucking clearance rack in Chuck Taylors in that Converse store. Get you a pair of Chuck Taylors. They're gonna print once you pay, you're gonna get a receipt that's gonna ask you to fill out to do a survey. Go online and do that survey. They're gonna give you a $10 coupon. You able to bring that $10 coupon back and go right back to the clearance rack and just keep rinsing and repeating it. Don't you pay full price for tennis shoes if you ain't got to. Stop doing that. I'm gonna tell you another thing you can do because it's rough out here. So I'm gonna tell you some other things you can do for money. Y'all need to be doing what do you call those things? Studies. Sign up to do studies. Okay? Sign up to do studies. I have been a part of studies that have paid me. I remember I got paid $250 to participate in an hour-long panel talking about love and hip-hop. I got paid $200 to ask me about my grocery shopping habits. Another time, $100. I forget what that even subject was about. You can make money with that. Now, this is the catch. They can't give you cash because the law doesn't allow them to. That's fine. They give you gift cards. But you can take those gift cards and convert them to the cash. And you still got cash. You can take them gift cards and use them to do all your grocery shopping. All the other stuff you need to do. My point is, you better sign up for some damn studies. Y'all better sign up for them studies. That's easy ways to make money where people, they're just paying you for your opinion. Certain websites you can go to are like Elliott Benson Research. That's a place that you can go. L&E Research. Sago, SAGO. Those are all places that will pay you for your opinion. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know because I've done it more than one time. I get emails from these places every freaking day. I got one that popped in my box on the 30th where they're paying $150 to $350 to adults that qualify for the survey for 45 minutes. And all they want you to talk about is, what is this? It's vehicle research. They want to know about cars, the car you drive. See, look at Hope, folks. She got paid $1,000 for a 5-day binge eating study. Y'all better stop playing with it. That's another way to make money during these hard, tough times. You can make money from surveys. And it's not even really surveys. They're research studies. I don't do that survey shit. When you do this survey, you get $5. That's not worth my time. That ain't worth I don't even waste my time on that. Because I could be doing something else. But this study here, they will pay you $150 for the pre-work, and then they'll pay you another $200 for the interview if they choose you. Even if they don't choose you for the interview, you still get $150 for the pre-work. Sign up for studies. Companies are always looking for people. Always. And don't worry about being old or young. They're looking for people that spans all age groups. Okay? So that's something else. That's another way you can make money in this economy to help bring down your grocery bill. I would do that. That's another thing that you can do. Another thing you could do is get furniture that people are giving away, fix it up and sell it. Sell it on Facebook Marketplace. There are just other ways that you can go about earning money in this economy. But you're going to have to do something. Hey, Jess. Good morning, beautiful. You got to do something. Okay? Because it's rough out this thing. And rough is an understatement, to be honest. To say it's rough is an understatement, to be honest. It is rough. Because you never know I just feel like the bottom has fallen out of this stuff. And until Americans wake up, it's just gonna keep getting worse. Yeah, bartering does work. That's why I keep telling y'all, you got to start these co-ops in your community. Start the co-ops. And it don't even have to be people that live right in your neighborhood. They can just be people you know. And y'all all got this co-op together. Yep, renting out your backyard to dog owners. If you're unemployed, maybe start a dog sitting business. Because you ain't got to be licensed for that. It's many things you could do. That's the point. Many things. I remember it's a website. I don't remember the name of it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because I found it during the pandemic. And I think that they're still in business, actually. Nah, that's not. I'll have to find it and then I'll let you guys know this evening. Because I don't even know if they're still in business. But there was this company that I had found that, say you had a trailer and you needed to just store it somewhere and you didn't have a place, they would pay you a couple $100 a month just to store their RV on your property. That's passive income. That's passive income. That is passive income. You said, I bartered my CPR and first aid training for some office space. Look at that, for 3 months. Hope Floats is getting it right. That's how you got to do it. In this economy, y'all, with the way things are set up now, you're going to have to approach things in a different way than you've ever approached them before. All of that, you just throw money at it. You just pull out your wallet or your purse and just buy it. We're not in that environment anymore. We're not in that environment anymore. Now, we got to be strategic. You got to be strategic now because you're going to stay broke throwing money at it. Because the price is just going to keep going up and up and up. And as long as you keep giving rich people money, they're going to keep on charging. They're going to keep on charging because they can. AI is taking over to a certain degree, but to be honest with you, AI is not going to take over totally because AI has to have human oversight. And rich people hate that shit, but that's the truth. AI has to have human oversight because without human oversight, how do you stop the bot from doing the shit it ain't supposed to do? See, at least a human will figure out pretty early on, that's not the right way to do it. We need to stop. A computer, they just keep going. Sometimes they just keep going. So, say it again, Bonnie. There ain't enough power for total AI takeover. Say it again. Folks, forget that part too. You got to have a shitload of power and electricity for AI to function. We ain't got it. We ain't got the tools and power for AI to function. So there will be no iRobot. See, on TV, in the movies, they could do that shit. You ain't taking into account the power that it takes to produce those types of things. We ain't got that type of power. And with Trump alienating trading partners, we're never going to get it. See, that's the other side. Yeah, Trump does sell energy, but now a lot of those places won't even buy our energy no more. Trump done fucked that up. Because I know for me, I wouldn't buy shit. Honestly, if I didn't like how I was treated, I know the first way to get to somebody, to get them to understand I don't like it, is to not give them my money. Once you stop giving up the money, you good to go. Once you stop giving up the money. But that's the catch. You got to stop giving rich people your money. Because if you don't stop giving them your money, rich people will continue to do what rich people do. Rich people going people. Now, I got a question for y'all. If malls are dying, the nightlife is dying, movie theaters are dying, tourism is dying, what is on the rise right now? If all of those things are going to hell in a handbasket, what is actually on the rise? That's good. Because there's a lot of things that's bad. But what's good on the rise? Say it again, Overflow. The pressure is up. What they say, the pressure is getting worse. Hey, Maribel. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, Netflix, you ain't never lied. I honestly, you know what I think is going to happen? We're going to have even more of a loneliness pandemic. We're going to have an increase in homelessness. And we're going to have more people trying to do escapism by just doom scrolling. Just constantly being on their devices all the time to avoid dealing with the reality of life. That I see that's going to happen a lot. A lot of children will be neglected because their parents are looking for a distraction from life. That's what I see coming. Say it again, Nikki. A lot of depression. That's what I see coming. Yeah, personal gardens, a lot of DIY stuff. Yeah, if you don't know how to do things, now is the time to learn. Yep, because it doesn't make sense to pay somebody to do something that you could do if you just took the time to learn how to do it. Yeah, it's gonna be not going out no more because people ain't gonna have money to go out no more. Yeah, crime's gonna go up. You're developing more life coaching courses. That makes sense. Yeah, because people are gonna need help to not get in those dark places. Yep, I agree with that rate. That unaliving rate is gonna rise. And people don't understand when these trading partners walk away, they're not coming back. Because this is Trump the second time. See, I know I wouldn't come back. See, I trusted your ass to come back because I assumed that what y'all had happening before was just a phase you went through. So I let you come back into the fold. But then when I let you come back, your punk ass brought that person back again. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you so much, VN1. Thank you so much. Yeah, Vegas is in a bad way. You know what? You know who got it the worst though? All of those people who moved to Vegas because back when it was like really profitable and doing a lot of things, those housing prices, honey, are going to start going. Watch. Yeah, people need to do more thrifting. I told you if you're looking for nice clothes, go to your local cleaners. They sell unclaimed clothing, and nobody puts their bad shit in the cleaners. Go see what they got. Barter and buy that shit for pennies on the dollar. Might get yourself a new bedroom comforter set because you know people put their comforters in the dry cleaners to be cleaned. Might get yourself some new dresses, some new slacks, some new suits for work. You never know. She works for cut their red-eye flights to and from Vegas. That makes sense because there ain't enough people going to Vegas for airline companies to do all that. Yep, say it again. Nevada's only livable because of Vegas. So if Vegas goes to hell into a handbasket, what else is there a reason to live in Nevada? They already say the Nevada school system ain't good. So you ain't moving there for the education system. And if you're not, and if the the tourists aren't coming, you're certainly not moving there for jobs. Because they're going to be downsizing, not increasing in hiring. So, you know, it's bad. Where we are right now, it's bad. And Republicans, it's not just Donald Trump. The Republican Party is trying to sell you on don't believe. It's almost like, what's that meme where everything's burning around you, but you're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. They're trying to do that shit. Oh, no, it's not that bad. No, it's bad. And a politician that looks you in your face that says it's not that bad, they're trying to take advantage of you. And you need to ask them, why are you lying to me? Because it's bad. You said you sold your house in 2021 in Vegas for almost double. You were smart. You got out. Because them people there now, them are stuck. They stuck. They stuck. Anybody that's living there now in a house, oh, their ass is stuck. They're stuckity stuck. Vegas is not the place to be right now. Hell, Florida. Florida's another place. If you got a house in Florida and you trying to sell it, your ass is stuck. Ain't nobody buying nothing in Florida. Yep. Let's say Crockett is telling us she is. Okay, I'll check that out. I think I'm writing it down. Check out. Oh, Maribel, I meant to tell you, we had a good discussion about that John Luke guy the other day in the chat. We had a great discussion. I was telling people to go check it out. And I don't know if y'all were able to check out that thing that I put in my Patreon the other day. It's for everybody. Even free members can see it. It's a link to a list of the Republican elected officials who've all been caught up in stuff, just like Epstein. It's not a coincidence, y'all. It's not a coincidence. I saw that Texas Democrats left to stop gerrymandering. Good. They got to start. They're going to have to fight hard with this. They're going to have to. Oh, you did a video on that. Okay, I tried to find the other video that you told me about, Maribel, but I didn't see it. I'm going to go to your account. I'm making a note. And as we continue, like, as a, Major Rivers. Oh, he's on that list. Oh, it's on your, okay, I'll check your YouTube. Okay, check your YouTube. Is your YouTube link in your profile, Maribel? Oh, I see. Okay, there it is. Okay, I see your name. Gotcha. Okay, I'll check it out today. Unfiltered E9. Okay, I'll check that out today. But man, listen, y'all need to pay attention. Y'all need to pay attention. Everything is up right now. Everything's a mess right now. And until we get to a point where we start to now look, I'm reading something in a conservative group. This is how conservatives think. Listen to this shit. None of it makes any sense, but this is how they think. They say Democrats don't care about immigrants. Democrats care only about ensuring illegal immigrants can stay in America so they are counted in the census, which allows blue states like California and New York to keep and add congressional seats. That's not it at all. That's all they ever think about in the context of elections. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. Makes me think that y'all want to keep them out because y'all just want that DEI influence that Iowa and Idaho gets to have as tiny as they are. They shouldn't even have as much influence as they do have. That's DEI. The Iowa caucuses is DEI. But nobody ever says any fucking thing. They act like that shit is normal. That's not normal for them old ass people to be choosing for all the rest of us who we get to choose. Hey, Jims. Good morning, handsome. But yet Iowa gets to choose for all of us. That shit is DEI. But nobody never says nothing. Why is Grandmama in Iowa choosing who I getting to decide who I get to choose by the time it gets to my state? That shit is antiquated as hell and giving old people, again, more leverage, more control over our elections, and they're too damn selfish to give them that level of control and influence. No, I don't have a background of the $200 million gold shitty ballroom, but I'll get one to have that up here. But that's what our money's being spent on. They cut funding for cancer. They got rid of the funding. Now, they didn't just reduce it. There is no more funding for cancer research for children. But Trump's going to build a shitty $200 million ball. First of all, that ballroom ain't going to cost $200 million. But it's a great idea that you can tell, that you can say to funnel money. You know, that's a great way to funnel money to other things that you don't want people to know about. Oh, good. I'm glad Jasmine is doing that. Hey, Russ, you're trying in Iowa. You're trying. But see, there's something to be gained from Republicans in Iowa to keep their voters uninformed but obedient. Uninformed but obedient. Trump and the Trump administration are tearing up America's piggy bank. The federal government has spent so much fucking money again because Trump runs up deficits. And Republicans and Trump are running up the deficit like crazy. But remember, when it's time for you to get health insurance, we can't afford it. But for whatever reason, we can afford a $200 million ballroom. Make it make sense. Y'all gonna learn. They shut the school, they shut down the Department of Education to say fuck your kids and their education. Why? Because they don't care. They're gonna be working in a factory. They don't need an education. They don't even want to teach you how to manage money. Why? It don't matter. You'll be homeless. You won't have money. Wake up. Wake up, y'all. Push back and fight back. Stay on these people's asses. Yeah, you know why conservatives say it's being funded by independent sources? Because that's the marching orders of what they've been told to say. And Republicans are sheep. So they'll say anything. They won't question nothing. That's why they get mad at you questioning. Because when you start questioning, their house of cards starts shaking. And they don't know how to respond to that. They don't know how to respond to that. Remember, these people are still trying to reconcile with the fact that Trump was great friends with Jeffrey Epstein and won't release the files. And they say they love kids. They're fighting themselves about that. This is what I expect for these people. It's par for the course. That's how MAGA is set up. In MAGA's mind, all of that is done just so Democrats can have it. It's the stupidest shit ever. Because my thing is, most Republicans in the last election, most Hispanics voted for Trump. So explain to me how that was supposed to help Democrats. This is why I tell Hispanics, I tell any Latino, if you're going to migrate to America, all the shit you know about your own country, don't bring that shit here. Don't bring it here because you're not white here. You're not white here. In America, you're Latino. They don't give a fuck how your skin look. Okay? They don't care. You're Latino here, and you do yourself a disservice by laying in bed thinking you're one of them. Oh yeah, they big time brainwashed in Florida. But can I tell you, I will vote for Donald Trump. My heart bleeds peanut butter. This is why y'all don't see me talk about it much. What you want me to do? You voted for that shit. What I'm supposed to say? I ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, it's a whole bop. Before the election, I was like, nah, I probably ain't gonna be. But now, I'm at home. So literally, sometimes I just be walking through my house. I will vote for Donald Trump. And I just be swaying. Just dancing my ass off. Like, well, they were partying. What they say, keep the party going. Like, why we not dancing now? I thought we was having fun. No, you're not going to get me to care more about your people than you do. See, you got to do it. You got to show that you care about your people. And you got to show that you're going to stop trying to be in bed with people who don't like you. So until you stop being in bed with people that don't like you, until you show yourself enough respect, I ain't touching it. I'll just watch and shake my shoulders off to the side. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's why, listen, it is a whole bop. It's like once you start singing it, you can't stop singing it. You know? Before the election, I was just like, man, I'm not singing that shit. But now, shit. Shit. That one is on rotation, just like They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. I mean, it's the same. It's a bop just like that. The only thing better is if Kendrick made a song from that. Dun, 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 man, I be here two-stepping my ass off. You understand? But that's what they voted for. Yep, some Christians voted for him too. You know what's funny, Miss AKA? I just said this yesterday. I find it ironic that people voted because they're against abortion. Life starts at conception. What do I always say, y'all? If life starts at conception, you better not like IVF. Life starts at conception too. And explain to me how it's okay for you to make babies in a lab and freeze them on purpose like chicken. And then implant multiple frozen babies into a woman knowing all of them won't live just to get one of them. How is that okay? Right to life party. So right to life, you believe in right to life, except when it's IVF. Because it's more important for this woman to feel like she's pregnant than it is for you to respect that life. That's why I be like, they full of shit. If conservatives believed in right to life, why don't you adopt children? Kids that need to be adopted, they don't deserve parents. They don't deserve a loving family. Oh, you want one formed from your womb. Okay. All right. And then they be like, I don't understand why my child has learning disabilities or any of these things. Maybe because it was God's will. That's why you couldn't have babies. But you said, fuck all that. And you went to the lab and you got you a lab baby. Well, guess what? Nature going nature. Nature going nature. Maybe there was a reason why you couldn't have babies, but you said, no, I want a baby anyway. And now you got what you got. I'm even seeing some conservative, which is blowing my mind even more. I kind of suspected it, but I'm seeing some conservative parents talk about their special needs kids, and they like, you know what? Sometimes I hate my child. Won't be long before they be shipping them somewhere, especially when the government say they'll take them. Real talk. Won't be long before they'll be shipping them off, because that doesn't fit the perfect little life that I want to create for myself. See, when Lord Thomas is over there chewing on the walls, well, that doesn't kind of go with the aesthetic of the life that we were trying to create. $14 for 1 pound of coffee. What the hell? What kind of coffee is that? It better have been ground by Jesus and the disciples themselves. $14. I buy coffee from Lidl and Aldi's. That's where I buy my coffee. And I got a refillable pod that I can dump out the coffee grounds and put new coffee grounds. What the hell? Oh, hell no. Yeah, Aldi's good, but Aldi done went up too. Aldi's and Lidl's. The neighbor across the way by me voted for Donald J. Trump. Oh, silly person. And you know what I would do when it's time for back to school? I would make it my business to be out there. But I'm messy like that. I got a neighbor down the street. Love to fly their Trump flags and paraphernalia. They did for a long time. I don't know if they're still flying anything down there. But for me personally, I like it because it tells me who you are. It tells me who they are. And they're old. Fuck them people, bruh. If I ever see them fall or anything, you're on your own. You're on your own. To help you up would be socialism. Use your own means. Girl, I know you is just enjoying that distressed face. I love it because the audacity of the neighbor to think, your neighbor Maribel, to think that Donald Trump and them would care about their special needs child. Why would they? These people love perfection. They want perfection. Even though Trump is not perfection, they want to pretend that everything got to be perfect. This is, that's him. But they want to pretend that Trump is perfection, or Trump stands for perfection. Like I had said to my girlfriend, we were talking last night, and I said, like, they got this town that they started in Arkansas, the whites only town, right? I wonder if they're going to let special needs white people in there. Like, how pure are they going to keep that bloodline? That's my question. How pure are they going to keep it? You say you wonder what's going to happen to all the houses that Mexicans and Latinos own when the government seized them. They took them back. The government seized that property. I believe that your sentiment is justified. I'm just a bleeding heart. I used to be, Michael, but you know what happened? Conservatism. I have a bleeding heart for anybody that's not a Republican. Oh, I help out people. I still help people. I just don't help those people. Because those people don't believe in helping nobody else. So I'm not helping them. Fuck those people. See, because what you're going to learn is continuing to help them won't make them have any empathy or compassion. So why am I doing that? That's stupid. It's stupid to continue to help people that lack compassion and empathy. So I won't do it. Fuck them people. Let them suffer. I've been praying for tornadoes. Praying for hurricanes in Florida. What? Every time I see a storm hit the Midwest, I'm in front of the TV like, what? Uncle Lou would be the poor ones for me. The poorer ones are even more entertaining. Chill. I feel nothing. I'm not one of those ones. I don't have Hulu, Nessa, because it costs money, girl. You know I ain't paying for that. I'm not paying for Hulu. I want to watch Project Runway, and I love me some Heidi and Tim, but I'm not paying for that. No. Rich people are not going to get me to pay another fucking subscription. If you're talking like a regular person, yeah. A regular old Joe Schmo, I will give them $5, $8, $10. But no disrespect, I love me some Heidi. But I'm not giving this bitch any more money. She got money. Hello and welcome to Project Runway. No, I love her, but no. One day you're in, next day you're out. No. I like the cut better anyway. So I'm still salty. I'm salty that she went back. Because, see, that's that bullshit. They left Project Runway. They start this new show. I like the new show. I enjoy it. But then she take her ass back because they offer her more money. Well, you know what, bitch? I'm not going back. What they say, we're not going back. I only keep my subscription to my favorite. Thank you so much, Nerd Alert. I appreciate that. You went from 5 streaming services down to 2. Yeah, I can't afford. The only streaming services I have still are Netflix. I got my IPTV, because that only cost me $16 a month. And my Amazon subscription is about to run out. But that's the only reason why I still have it, because I had already paid for it. And that's why I still have that. That shit costs too much, too. I like Tubi. Tubi's cool. But some of them Tubi movies, come on, y'all. I like to watch the old stuff on Tubi. But I like Tubi. I like Freevee. If y'all ever look at Freevee, Freevee has a lot of free movies, TV shows. I'm trying to think of what else. I'll have to write down the other ones to remember it. But those are the 2 that I use a lot. Freevee and Hulu. You said Hulu is free if you have T-Mobile. I don't have T-Mobile. I have Verizon. So, yeah, I've heard of Pluto TV too. You got free TV on Samsung TV. Yeah, you can watch a lot. Yeah, that's one of the bare minimum type of things about those smart TVs. I think you can watch a lot of free TV on those. But yeah, IPTV is the way to go. Cut the cord from cable, get rid of satellite. I'm telling you, as long as we keep paying rich people all this money, they're going to keep on taking it. Not These Nutters TV. Never heard of that one. Is it small? Sounds small. What do they say? Got to be quicker than that. Oh, Verizon expensive. I know it's a joke. There you cost. I knew that. But I'm a clown too, so you know me. Oh, I just saw your message. Your sister went to a garage sale and left when she saw the Trump sign. I don't blame her. I'm not spending no money here. Bitch, get somebody else to buy your stuff. Get MAGA to buy your stuff. That's how I see it. I just want to know where all the black Republicans are. They've been real quiet. Where are they? They have been so quiet, and I'm confused by that. T-Mobile has a senior plan for sale. What are you saying, mister? You think I can qualify for that plan? Because I want to. Because you know I take my ass to Golden Corral and I let them give me the senior discount. I say nothing. Okay? I don't say a word. They be like, 2 seniors? I be nudging my husband like, you better shut your garbage mouth. Yes. The fuck? He be so quick to not want to be old. Fool, if you don't be quiet. We're getting a discount here. Ain't nobody asked you if you felt young and spry. Shut up. Yes, we'll take the discount. I remember first time this AARP card came in here. I don't want that. Shut up. It's a discount. Why do you do this, sir? We want to age for the discount. It's to the point now because we know we can get the senior discount and go to Corral at least 2-3 times a week. I'm like, let's go to Corral because we can get the discount. McDonald's still won't give me the discount. Yeah, they won't give it. Now, if he's with me, I get the discount. He's only 5 years older, but he has that gray beard, see? That grayness in the beard. So I'm like, don't you touch it. Don't mess with it at all. You are helping us get discounts, especially when his back is out. Listen. Oh, you try to use your husband's military discount? I wish I listened. If he had served, listen, I would slide that card right up. That beard is hardcore shmoney, especially because it got that gray in there. Listen. Got that gray in there, and he got that bald head. We're about to get a discount today, sir. Shh. They say we got to be 60. Shut up. Shut up. They don't know you not 60. You look 60. Shush. Yeah, when I got my first discount, I was a little offended, but now, give no fucks. I'm taking all the discounts I can get. If anything, if I know I can get a discount, but you ain't trying to give it to me, I will make you very clear to you, hey, I'm 50. I didn't get that discount. And then they're like, oh, you're 50. Yes. I don't believe it. Here's the ID, bitch. I don't have to lie. Give me my discount. I want my $2 off. And for those who say it's just $2, it's $2 less than what you're paying. And that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Shit costs too much out here to be paying. I told y'all before Trump got back in office, did I not tell you I was allergic to full price? And I meant it. I meant it. I don't pay no full price. Your husband came home with a long face because the store didn't even ask his age. He got it all wrong. Shit, I wouldn't care. Give me the damn discount. If you have AAA, has a lot of... Yeah, I don't have AAA because it costs too much. I said, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. But we ended up... my husband pays it now. Because I'm going to tell you what not to do. I'm going to tell you how to save money too. Don't use the towing option with your car insurance. If you allow your car insurance company to tow you, they count that as a claim. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get AAA. Thank you all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Yeah, get AAA. Because if you use towing, any of your towing benefit on your car insurance company, they count it as a claim. Even though you ain't had no car accident. Yep. That's where AAA used to be cheap. Now they expensive. AAA expensive. So, wow. So they drop you because of tow claims. Yep. They don't want to pay. Insurance companies really don't want to pay for shit. They just want you to pay premiums. But as soon as you file a claim, it's like, wait. We never intended to pay for anything. We thought you was just paying for the comfort of knowing you had coverage. No, bitch. Give me my damn stuff. Because they really don't want to pay. You got to stay on insurance companies to pay out. They're really funky about paying out. Very funky. And look, Missy is saying they have different plans with AAA now, so y'all get it if you don't have it. Yep, that's why big businesses are self-insured. You're absolutely correct. Yep, HOA, all that. That's exactly why when we were looking for a home, I said no HOA. Last thing I need is some nosy bitty in my yard that I got to beat up. Because trust me, I would beat them up. You can come over here if you want to inspect it, Miss HOA lady. You about to inspect that knot on your head. That's what you about to do. Yeah, I was adamant, no HOA. They nosy. They nosy. But I thank you all for joining me this morning. Look, I gotta get on. I gotta get off here because I gotta log online to the unemployment office. Yeah, I gotta and make some phone calls to find out about my benefits that I have not received yet. Who knows if I'll ever get them? So we'll see. So I got to deal with that today. Caught up in the system, like you say. Did I hear about the HOA trying to sue a farm that isn't even on their property? No, I'll research that because I want to see, because I might do a video about that. HOA sues farm not on their property. Okay, I've looked that up because I didn't know about that. But I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all the likes. We got over 100,000 likes today, over 30 shares today. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all your time. Don't forget, I'm going to put this episode of this live this morning. I'll make sure it goes on YouTube today. Check out the new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast for those of you in the paid Patreon membership. The episode will be accessible to everyone tonight at 7 p.m. on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. Check it out. Tonight's episode is all about, I switched it up a little bit because, I'm always giving you really heavy stuff. Tonight is about how to reclaim your joy, right? And how to find peace daily. I give you tips on how you can do it for free. Even how you can do a spa night at home for free. We ain't got money for no spa right now. So we gonna love on ourselves at home. So check that one out. I love you guys. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I love to do this every live. Thank you for all the gifts to all of you. But I can't obviously say it to everybody because it would be too much. But number 1, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much, Russ. Number 2, beautiful my dog is Charlie. Number 3, beautiful Create Waves. Number 4, beautiful D. Number 5, beautiful Veronica. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Tony. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I will be back on live this afternoon, live at 5, to see you then. I love you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're going to have a great and beautiful day. Remember what I always tell you. Don't you let nobody live rent-free in your head, okay? Don't you feed no trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you guys. Ladies and gents, I'll see you this afternoon.